The Oti Regional Coordinating Council has deployed a 21-member sanitation task force across all 9 districts in a bid to curb the rising cases of typhoid. This comes in the wake of a surge in confirmed cases, which have exceeded over 22,000 this month, and the reported death of the Asafwache of the Dambai Traditional Council from typhoid-related complications. Joining us in studio is the Dean of the Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives, MDCEs in the Oti region, Prosper Ado, to provide insights into the situation and measures being taken. Thank you very much, Mr. Ado, for your time.
Thank you.
22,000, very alarming. What is the current situation?
Well, the situation as it is now is very serious. That is what I can say. But it will be more serious if we don't take pragmatic measures any moment from now.
Wow. But let's look at what is causing this, because before we are able to look at the symptoms and how to deal with this, we need to understand the root cause of this problem. What is causing these high numbers?
Well, I think that in the first place, if you look at typhoid, it is normally gotten from bacteria. And this bacteria, it is, if your food is contaminated and you take it, that you get it, or maybe when you come into contact with fecal substance. And if you look at Oti region, I can say from Guan all the way to Karachi West, there's no proper water system that is serving the
So people are literally just consuming filth.
Consuming anything that they come into contact as water. And as we are speaking now, you know they have just spilled the Bagri Dam.
Yeah.
And the water coming all the way from there is running through gutters and everywhere. So everything it comes across on its way, it carries it into the lake. And that is what the people drink. That's what they use in cooking.
Now, the 21-member sanitation task force that has been deployed by the RCC, what exactly are they supposed to be doing? Because if we know what the issues are, what is the task force supposed to be doing?
Well, the task force basically is supposed to visit the people in their homes, at their workplaces, and wherever they actually live, to make sure that they keep their environment clean. And so if you live in an environment that is not clean, there are bylaws that they are supposed to apply to make sure that you are sanctioned.
Now, you and I know that implementation of laws in this country is a big challenge. I mean, with where we are right now, how will the task force ensure that they will be able to enforce strict compliance of these bylaws?
Well, what they are supposed to do, we have the bylaws that the various assemblies have actually promulgated. And so those are the bylaws they are supposed to implement. We have carefully also selected them from the various municipalities and districts in the region. So they have taken them from all the districts and municipalities. So when they come to the place, they have their own indicators, which the communities are aware. So if they come and the indicators they have, you don't meet those indicators, it means that you are actually have gone against the rules,
defaulted,
and they have to actually sanction you. What they also do is that when they sanction you, they take you to court. And the courts have actually also been informed and they are aware of it. So once they bring you there, the courts don't even delay.
But what are you doing, to deal with the real issues on the ground? You've mentioned there are no proper accesses to drinking water. You literally don't have water, which is causing the high numbers. So why would you take it out on citizens who themselves are victims of these challenges and then drag them to court and all that? What are you doing to provide clean water for the people?
We actually have plans in place to provide clean water. First of all, there are boreholes that are being drilled in the various municipalities and the districts. But the bigger picture is that those boreholes don't solve the problem, because the water that the boreholes actually bring to the people, the water itself is contaminated. And so what we think should be done is to get some water treatment plants that will draw the water from the lake, treat it, and then serve to the people. But the task force is actually to make sure that even though the water is contaminated, your environment must be clean. So that
yeah.
the typhoid doesn't come to combine itself with cholera. Because if you get typhoid from the water and the food you are eating, and your surrounding also gives you cholera, it becomes something else.
Now, considering you don't even have good drinking water, do you have logistics, what it takes, the assemblies, to support the task force to go about their duties?
Yes, we have the logistics because the task force that will be going out, they don't need, let's say, anything that is super. They visit home to home, so they have their teams. When they come to the area, they demarcate the area. Today, we will want to visit from this area to this area within this specific time. When they are tired, they go to rest. The next day, they continue. So they are not supposed to come and work or overwork themselves.
Right, so now we know what the task force will be doing, but so they are majorly, looking at prevention, more people, or preventing more people from getting typhoid. But those who have typhoid right now, how are the assemblies collaborating with the Ghana Health Service to ensure, proper diagnosis, treatment, and whatever comes with it?
In the first place, we as an assemblies, we are calling on the Ministry of Health that the various CHIPS compounds, the clinics, the hospitals within our jurisdiction, they should resource them with the typhoid vaccines,
right,
so that the people can be vaccinated against this typhoid. Because what we are talking about now, if we don't do anything, next year around this time, the figures we'll be talking about will be alarming. Because the Bagri lamb has just been spilled, and the water is coming. So as the water comes, it is the same water all the people are actually living on. So some people already have it now. Some other people will also be coming into contact with it. And as long as they continue to drink this water and nothing is done about it, that is the problem we are facing. And so they should get us experts who will actually be manning these clinics, these hospitals, these CHIPS compounds, who can actually take proper care of the people who have actually gotten the typhoid. Now, and the vaccination too is something that I am calling for, that as early as possible, they should make sure they actually bring it to the various clinics, health centers, hospitals, so that we can start the vaccination as early as possible.
Right. Now, quickly before we go, do you know how long the task force is supposed to be in the area?
As for the task force, they are supposed to work throughout the year.
Okay. All right.
And so from now, they will work up to the close of the year and even beyond.
All right, so in that case, we'll leave it here and then get back to you maybe in a couple of months to see how you are handling this situation. Thank you very much, Prosper Addo, who is the Dean of the Metropolitan Municipal and District Chief Executives, MMDC East in the OT region. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Right.